Hello, sir. Do you know that we're going to be recording this?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is John Fraundorfer. I'm with the Denver Construction Careers Program. And today we're sitting down with Sir Green. He's the operations director at Eckerd Connects. And he's here to tell us about the workforce centers and work-based learning. So thank you for being here today, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's just jump right in. So tell us a little bit about Eckerd Connects and the role they play in workforce development for our local residents.
Perfect. Again, so thank you so much, John, for having me. Again, my name is Sir Green. I am the operations director for Denver Workforce Services powered by Eckerd Connects. So just want to give you just really a little bit of information about Eckerd Connects. Eckerd Connects was actually founded by philanthropists Jack and Ruth Eckerd in 1968. So we've been around for a very long time. We're actually a nonprofit organization, 501c3, serving approximately around 35 to 40,000 children, young adults, and families across the country. We have nearly about 1,000 full-time employees across our different divisions. We actually have two very distinct operating divisions. That would be our workforce development division and also our Job Corp division as well too. So just a little bit more information about Eckerd Connects. We actually have about 142 different programs that we operate in now 16 states. Colorado will be the 16th state that we operate in now. But we also have operations in South Carolina, Maryland, Louisiana, California, Georgia. That's where I'm actually from, and also Pennsylvania as well too. Some of our different market segments that we also participate in, as I mentioned before, with in addition to workforce development and Job Corps, but that would also include juvenile justice. We also do work around that. We also operate foster care operations as well too, and also some wraparound and community intervention services. So the thing about is that Eckerd has been in Colorado for approximately about a year now. I actually was the first person hired here with Eckerd Connects. We are the one-stop operator for Denver Workforce Services. So what does that mean when I say one-stop operator? It means that we are responsible for implementing and also operating the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, otherwise known as WOA. We implement that particular federal grant for our adult job seekers. So that would include adult and dislocated workers. We also have some various types of discretionary grants that we also operate as well too, and that we facilitate. Those grants would include the Recovers Grant. The Recovers Grant would be a grant where we are focused on helping those folks who've been affected by COVID, those unemployed folks who've been affected by COVID, help them find employment. And that could come through a pathway of either job searching or either on-the-job training opportunities, or even just helping with supportive services. And we also have another grant it's called the Response Grant. Again, this is a COVID dislocated worker type of grant. This is for temporary employment positions related to COVID. So that is a grant that we also have. We also serve as the operator for the RECEIR grant as well too. The RECEIR service has to do with unemployment services. So for example, if a job seeker is unemployed and receiving unemployment benefits, they are required to engage with the Workforce Center. And that engagement happens when our RECEIR coordinator reaches out to that person, they get connected with the Workforce Center, and then we also get them connected to different various services. So those are some of the grants that we do offer. The last one I do want to mention is that we also are responsible for implementing a Tech P grant. It's a Tech P 2.0, that's what we call it. And this is centered around for those folks who are interested in going to technology. It could be entry level, mid-level, and advanced level type of skills for technology, for the technology industry. So in a nutshell, that's really the services that we do offer and the role that we play in workforce development. We're actually located in two locations that Eckerd operates, but there's actually three different workforce centers. So the first one is actually the Castro location. We call that the Castro location. It's located downtown at 1200 Federal Boulevard. We also have another location at 4685 Peoria Street. And there is another location at the Denver International Airport. Eckerd are responsible for two of those, and that would be the Castro location and the Montbello location, excuse me. Currently, right now, we are actually operating on a hybrid type of schedule. There's some work that's being done in our Castro location right now, so we're actually just really right now also at the airport as well too. So we're actually really operating out of one workforce center at the Montbello location, and we plan to be operating in that in that location at least for the next 6 months until the construction works get completed and different things like that. But you're able to access our service. We're able to connect with you. We're able to get you connected to Denver Workforce Services either in person. That's an in-person appointment that we do Monday through Wednesday at the Montbello location. Again, that's done by appointment only, or we can actually do virtual appointments as well too. That's Monday through Friday, any point in time, any time between 8 and 5, we can also do those virtual type of appointments as well.
Great. Well, thank you for all that information there. So what type of employment services would somebody get if they were looking for a job and they came to the workforce centers?
That's a very, very good question. We do a number of different type of employment services. Let me just back up a little bit because I need to tell you how you get connected to the workforce centers as well too. So one of the things, the exciting thing about Colorado workforce centers, just overall, whether you be in Adams County, Denver County, Jefferson County, is that we're all connected by this one system called Connecting Colorado. So for any entry point to any workforce center in the state of Colorado, you have to be registered at, with Connecting Colorado. That web address is www.connectingcolorado.com. So that is really kind of the first point of entry when it comes to any of the workforce centers within the state itself. We also, you're able to reach us virtually. Our virtual phone number, which is also our main number as well too, it's 720-337-9675. I believe that's 720-337-9675. That is a number that we do have as well too when it comes to our workforce centers to get connected to our workforce services. So what type of employment services do we offer with our service delivery model? Well, there's the end goal really for Denver Workforce Services is to get you connected to employment. That is always the end goal. But that can happen really in a number of different ways. So the first way could be literally just job searching. So in other words, if a customer comes to us, they say, hey, you know what, I have all the, I'm not interested in going to any kind of training or anything like that, any kind of work-based learning, but I just really need to get connected to a job, and I have a ready to go resume, or maybe I need a little bit of help with my resume and my interviewing skills. Can you help me with that? The answer is yes. We can help you with those things when it comes to just regular job searching. So we'll set up a plan for you to help you become successful with your job searching. One of the things that we'll do, we'll also go over your resume with you. We'll critique it, review it. Even if it's necessary, we may recommend that you actually attend a resume class to get your resume updated as well too, or to learn some new tricks and trades when it comes to an updated or more of an updated type of resume. But also when it comes to interviewing skills, if that is a issue where you have when it comes to job searching, certainly we can help you with that. We find that a lot of times people, they're good at, maybe their resume is good to go. They have the perfect resume, at least to them, and great cover letter. They send it off, they get interviewing, but for whatever reason they can't close that business deal when it comes to landing that job. So we certainly help with that when it comes to interviewing skills. So job searching is really one pathway that we do have when it comes to getting connected to employment services. The next pathway would include training, or sometimes it could be referred to as classroom training as well too. The exciting thing about this is that it allows a person who is looking to change career fields, and let's say, for example, they don't have the necessary education or certifications to actually transfer, so they may come to us and ask for assistance in that area. The thing about it with training is that these are funds that are grant funds in itself. I do want to put the caveat that it's not an entitlement, but you do have to qualify for really for that particular service as well too. So there's an application process that we have you to go through. We have you go through an orientation. We excuse me, really explain what that is. So that is another pathway that you can go. The third pathway would be work-based learning opportunities, and that is a really cool, exciting thing that we're going to be focusing on from really from July 1st through this upcoming year. when it comes to work-based learning. We've done a great job with training, but also we want to really include those work-based learning opportunities only because we see that there's a great value in that particular area. The good thing about work-based learning is that you're literally getting paid to get some, on the type of job or skills. Yeah, I guess on the job skills when it comes to training and really learning about a different career pathway. Work-based learning has a couple different subcategories up under that. So when I say work-based learning, that would encompass pre-apprenticeship, registered apprenticeships, and also on-the-job training. Pre-apprenticeships is a nice little pathway that kind of gets you pre-prepped for registered apprenticeships. The goal of a pre-apprenticeships is to lead you to a registered apprenticeship. Generally, with pre-apprenticeships, they are not necessarily paid, but it is a short-term way of really getting exposed to a career pathway. So for example, I'm just going to use this as just kind of an example. Maybe a person is looking to go into construction, or let's just use construction for right now. But maybe
good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely excellent career field, right? Especially right now, it's an excellent career field here in Colorado. But let's say a person is going to go into construction. A pre-apprenticeship may be a good opportunity for you because you may be unsure about, hey, you know what? Okay, construction can be a lot of different pathways in construction. You can probably go into a little bit of CAD. You can go into building. You can go into just whatever it may be when it comes to construction. So that pre-apprenticeships will give you will expose you to some good foundational skills to help prepare you for a paid registered apprenticeship. So that is a pathway, and usually they're a lot shorter. It could be anywhere from, I've seen them as short as about 12 weeks to as long as 6 months. So again, they are designed to lead you to a registered apprenticeship, but to give you some foundational skills that you may have not known before. Registered apprenticeships are really exciting as well too. We love doing registered apprenticeships. One of the exciting thing about registered apprenticeship is not only you're learning, but you're literally getting paid to learn itself. We've done a lot of registered apprenticeships when it comes to construction. We've done some for healthcare. Healthcare is an exciting one. And other ones that we've done them for as well too. We've done some technology ones as well too when it comes to registered apprenticeships. So again, these work-based learning opportunities are something that we do offer at the Workforce Center. We encourage not only just job seekers, but we also encourage employers as well too to take advantage of it. So what do I mean by employers taking advantage of some of these work-based learning opportunities? If you are an employer and you're looking to one, to find good talent, which we do have. We have excellent folks, again, who are participating in our programs, who are looking for employment. So if you're looking for a place to find good talent, and you're also looking at a way to help subsidize maybe a job that you have available, this would be a perfect thing for you when it comes to an employer partnering with us. We offer up to a $6,000 reimbursement on the wages. So 50% of those wages, up to $6,000, we would reimburse back to you when it comes to you taking on a person who is interested in going to an on-the-job training opportunity. There are some, there's some other things that are connected with this. One is that the person would need to be enrolled into our WA program. That's one thing. Also, number two, you would have to be an employer who is, of course, willing to, once the on-the-job training opportunity is in it, that you are willing to take this person on full time. That means 32 hours or more in that particular job. If you need more information, you can certainly reach out to me about that, and I can get you connected to our workforce development specialist. So, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's fantastic. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I was going to say, so these are pretty much in a nutshell, these are our different services, employment services that we do offer for our job seekers. So that's what I was really going to end that with. Yeah,
no, that's great. So the on-the-job training, can you explain that a little bit more and how that varies or it's connected with apprenticeships?
Yeah, so on-the-job training has its connection with apprenticeships with regards to employment. So these are, so when I say paid or subsidized, these are paid type of employment. The major difference usually a lot between on-the-job training and registered apprenticeships. On-the-job training It doesn't require you to go through the Department of Labor when it comes to DOL and registering as an on-the-job training, whereas registered apprenticeships do. So that's one of the major differences. They're both paid. You're learning something in both of those. Another difference is that usually with the registered apprenticeships, they're usually more long-term. So I've seen registered apprenticeships up to 3 to 4 years when it comes to a registered apprenticeship. There's a lot of different requirements that it takes to become a registered apprenticeships through the Department of Labor, whereas on-the-job training is another pathway as far as allowing a person to get skilled in a particular career field. It doesn't require you to go through that type of paperwork or anything like that that's connected to DOL. That's something really that we can help you through when it comes to on-the-job training. Not to mention, we do talk about a number of other benefits that you do get with on-the-job training. So some of those other benefits would include is that the person or persons that you're looking to really take advantage of. Let's say you have a potential employee, right, and who's you've decided to partner with us to help subsidize some that employment opportunity. Well, the cool thing about it is that employee, once they are connected with us from the Workforce Center, they get connected to a full-time career coach. And so the exciting thing about being connected to a career coach is that one, they can help with them as they're on their job. Maybe they may run into some different issues or whatever it may be. They have a coach that they can work with, or maybe they're looking to advance as a possibility. They have a coach that can work with them. Not to mention, we help them with a plan. We develop a plan with them. It's a partnership between the new employee and also our career coach, and they develop a plan a success plan in terms of how to make them successful on the job. Not to mention, that employee has connections when it comes to our virtual services as well too. So for example, we have various different types of virtual technology services that we do offer for our job seekers. One of them is virtual job shadow. The exciting thing about virtual job shadow is that there's a number of different assessments that we can do with an employee. Also, they have within that particular platform, if, for example, they're just, hey, this is my first day on the job, and I need to, I'm looking at, here I am. I'm actually in a CDL type of, environment where I've gotten my CDL license, but yes, they show me the training. But still, I want to know what the day-to-day life of it is when it comes to a CDL truck driver. What does that really look like? So Virtual Job Shadow actually has exclusive video content that this person can take a look at and really take a look at and see what it's like to be a CDL truck driver. Not to mention, it has wage information, just all kinds of cool, exciting things that your employee can have access to. Also, let's say your employee has, maybe their digital literacy skills are just not really as basic as they thought that they would be. In other words, maybe they have some deficiencies when it comes to operating a computer, maybe learning things about Microsoft Word or different things like that. We actually have a digital literacy assessment that we can do with them as well too, and that they also can get connected to one of our digital literacy folks, where they can actually attend one of our digital literacy classes on either Microsoft Word, Computer Basics, Excel, really those basic digital literacy skills. So in addition to the $6,000 that an employer get, the employee and the employer really get access or have access to really all these exciting things when it comes to the on-the-job training opportunities.
Great. A follow-up question. So the virtual job shadow. Are there trades like construction trades in there too? Is that covered in there?
Yep, sure is. Yep, there's different things related to construction that are located in the virtual job shadow. That is absolutely correct. And then another thing about it, like I said before, there's labor information as well too when it comes to if what the outlook is going to be over the next 5 years. It gives employment data, types of certifications or training that may be needed in the construction field. So yeah, a lot of really cool, exciting things within inside of virtual job shadow.
Well, that's fantastic. So what is the cost to an employee or an employer to use these services? So
the really nice thing about Workforce Services is that really all of these services are actually free. When it comes to, whether an employee is engaging with, an employer, is engaging with us, or if a job seeker is coming to us for services. All these services are free. Um, the only thing that we do ask is that, again, that the job seeker or potential employee, if they're looking to go on on-job training opportunity, that they're registered in Connecting Colorado. The other thing that we ask is that they're willing to participate. At any point in time, when it comes to our services, again, these are, it's strictly left up to the job seeker how much or how little they're willing to participate in these services. But nevertheless, like I said before, these services are free. With the employer services, again, those are free as well too. We inside of Connecting Colorado, let me back up a little bit. Connecting Colorado, as I mentioned before, is a place where job seekers, they need to be registered within Connecting Colorado. But another purpose of that with regards to Connecting Colorado is that it is also a job searching database as well too. And this is where employers, even employers who have partnered with us and are looking to, again, participate in on-the-job training opportunities through us, this is a place where they also will post different jobs as well too. So it's more than just being connected into Connected Colorado. It serves a purpose when it comes to job searching as well. Not to mention there's other cool, exciting resources that are available to job seekers and employers. But again, all these services are free. So you don't have to, there's no cost to them or anything like that in order to participate.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Sounds like great information for both employers and employees. And having it's free is even better. So I encourage everybody to take advantage of these services. So what other city agencies and community partners has the Workforce Centers worked with?
Yeah, so that's a good question as well too. We the exciting thing about us being the one-stop operator is that we have the privilege of bringing together really a lot of cool community-based organizations within the city itself. And we do this through a unique type of network called the Denver Workforce Integration Network. This network is unlike any what I've ever seen before. I don't think there's any really any county agency or really anywhere that I've seen where it's really this robust when it comes to partnerships. Now, granted, as the one-stop operator, we are required to have what's called mandated partners within this network, and these are community-based organizations that we partner with. One of the reasons why they're mandated is one, because it's required by WA. But even a better reason why is because, one, we realize that we can't really do all the work. We really rely on other agencies that we make referrals to help us serve our job seekers. So there's, I would say, pretty much on a regular basis, we partner with about 32 plus different organizations on a regular basis monthly. And again, that's through our Denver Workforce Integration Network. So some of the workforce agencies or community-based organizations that we actually partner with would include the Asian Pacific Development Center. That's one organization. Denver Indian Center. Focus Point. We've done also some partnerships with the Colorado Veteran Services, Emily Griffith, Hope Communities. That's one. ARP, as a matter of fact, we just did a major enrollment with 10 folks from ARP CSEP program to get enrolled into the WA program. We literally just did it about a week ago. We also partnered with the Department of Corrections, Ability Connections, CEO, Mikasa Empowered, Urban Peak, just a number of different places that we partner with when it comes to community partners. So that's kind of like the secret that we do have. Most places don't have it quite robust like that in terms of having a developed type of network where we all can work together, we all can share resources and make referrals across different agencies. So I just wanted to mention that.
No, that's fantastic, because a lot of those organizations that you mentioned really work with the target populations that we're trying to connect with for a Denver Construction Careers program. So that's pretty important. So how did the Workforce Centers partner with Work Now?
Yeah, so good question. So we've been partnering with WorkNow probably for the last maybe 3 to 4 years. And it's WorkNow is centered around construction, doing a lot of construction within the Denver metro area. We actually have a full-time navigator that we do have that's really, like I said, that's connected with WorkNow. And so the way that works is that within our talent pool or folks who are looking to get connected with the Workforce Center, we actually will refer them to our WorkNow navigator, who is Thais. And Thais will connect them to different opportunities or different trainings that WorkNow may have with regards to construction. With that, there is an application process that she does do with them. The exciting thing about it is that for those folks who are connected with Thais, who are actually in the WorkNow program, they also benefit from all the services that Denver Workforce Services has to offer as well too. So for example, one of the benefits is that, let's say, for example, if a person who is in work now and is looking to get into work now, and they've gone through the application process, got connected, whatever it may be, but maybe they're starting, like, let's say their construction job, but they don't necessarily have the necessary tools or different things like that to help them on their first day. So that's where we can come in at with different types of supportive services to help them with tools and stuff like that. There's a cap when it comes to the budgeted tool amount, but for the most part, we're able to help them with supportive services. And also, let's say they needed help with just maybe like a gas card or something like that, getting to the work site itself. These are different above and beyond services that we do offer for our WorkNow participants who are connected with Denver Workforce Services.
Great, that's fantastic. So now you touched on this a little bit earlier. So how does an employer and how does an employee get connected with the workforce centers and get themselves going on these programs?
Yeah. So again, one of the way they get connected with us. Let me start with the employee first. An employee, again, the first entry pathway is really through Connecting Colorado, them either contacting us via our phone number they can find on the City and County of Denver's website, or either through an email through the City and County of Denver's website. That's one way. And so what we'll do with the employee is that, or potential employee for any on-the-job training opportunities that we have available, is that they would be required to enroll in our Workforce Innovation Opportunity Net program, WA. And then we will do, really kind of present the on-the-job training opportunities that we have available for them if they're interested in getting into that type of work-based learning. So simply, it's really easy for a job seeker to, like I said, really participate. The exciting thing about it is it's a really direct pathway to employment. It's a benefit to both the job seeker and to the employer. The benefit to the job seeker is not only that they're getting paid, but they're getting also paid to learn as well too, and it is a permanent position. Now, with the employer side of things, the financial benefit to the employer, besides having a great candidate, that would be is that they would receive up to a $6,000 reimbursement rate back. And that would cover, 50% of their wages. It could be up to 6 months as far as the OJT, whichever comes first, the 6 months, 6,000, whichever one comes first. Excuse me. But that would be, that's some of the exciting benefits of that. Again, they're also connected to a career coach as well too. The career coach works with the employee as they're getting accustomed to their new job. They work with them with regards to any kind of issues that they may have. If they're needing, again, some type of support or service, or maybe they're just in need of some additional skill developments that we do have from our virtual products, whether it be virtual job center, whether it be our digital literacy skills assessments, EBSCO learning skills, whatever that may need, whatever that employee need, we're able to support them with that. Again, all these services are free. And, we make sure that we reach out to at least the job seeker at least once a month just to kind of check on them, and also the employer as well to make sure that things are going well. So any kind of support that an employer needs, we're able to provide that for them.
Fantastic. And I'll put your contact information and all of that. We can put that in the information on the video itself.
Absolutely.
So I definitely want to make sure I get all that from you and get it in there. So is there anything else that you'd like to add about your services or any upcoming events or anything that you guys have?
Let's see here. One exciting event that we do have, it's not here right now, but it's coming within the next, within September. Let me just say this, beginning of September. This is something that we do every year, and it's Workforce Development Month. We play a major role in that within the state itself. We have a number of different training opportunities that take place free again. Last year, we really focused on a lot of things for veterans. That was a focus for us. Also for ex-offenders as well too. That's a part of the population that we do focus upon as well. Ex-offenders. We had different things with regards to technology. We found that through our digital literacy, just assessments and different things like that, we found that a lot of people, they realized they didn't have the basic digital literacy skills that they thought they did have. So we actually offer LinkedIn workshops, just all different types of workshops to help make a person successful. I believe there was probably a workshop even on Microsoft Teams as well too. You would think Microsoft Teams, you just click on a button, I see you, you see me, but there's other things that goes on with the Microsoft Teams that that you can do within that. So those are just things that we did focus on last year. I'm pretty sure we're going to focus on a lot of those really cool and exciting things this year. Again, that's an upcoming event that's coming in September. I know we're talking about in July, but it doesn't hurt for you to prepare and look out for those exciting opportunities that are coming about. Other things I do want to mention as well too, as far as if you're looking to, again, attend any type of job readiness training classes, we have partnered with a lot of different counties to provide, again, free job readiness training classes across the state itself. One of the ways you get connected to those job readiness training classes, and what I mean by that, if you're looking for a resume class, interviewing class, job searching class, or just getting to know your workforce centers, that's actually offered through Connecting Colorado. Again, it is free, but you do have to, sign up and register Connecting Colorado in order to take advantage of this. But that is something that those are ongoing workshops that any job seeker can take advantage of. Last but not least, I want to mention as well too. John is going to put my information actually at the end of this presentation. But if you certainly need to, again, find out more information about the Workforce Center as far as Denver Workforce Services. Find out when we have any upcoming WIOA orientations for you to take advantage of on the job training opportunities, training, or just job searching skills, or if you're just trying to find employment, please feel free to reach out to me so that way we can help you get connected to those services.
Fantastic. Thank you for all that information. We covered a lot of stuff today. So we're happy to put you information at the end if anybody has, particular questions about anything that we talked about today. They can, of course, reach out to you and your services. I appreciate you being here today, sir. Thank you for taking the time to sit down and speak with me. And like I said, a lot of information. There's a lot of services. We want to make sure that we get the word out there for both employers and employees to take advantage of all these services that are out there. And can't say enough about all the good things that you guys are doing. So again, I appreciate you being here with me today, and thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Have a great one.